Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your favorite Marvel Strike Force dad, Nooch Too Good, and it's been a month since we had an update on the account. We are now 7 months free to play in Marvel Strike Force. We're at level 101, approaching level 102. Looks like it takes about 9 months free to play to get to the max 105 level. I would say there could have been a lot more opportunities for me to gain more levels if I'd have used more of my power cores, or perhaps logged in more on a day. I probably could be at level 102 or 103 right now if I'd really pushed, really pushed the boundaries. Anyway, we're 7 months in. A lot of you guys have been asking me, are you still covering Marvel Strike Force? So here's what's going on. I've been playing, casually is not the right word. I'm logging in every day. I play in every war. I play in most of my Cosmic Crucibles. I do raids every day. I do all my stuff every day in the game. Absolutely. The web store is hit or miss for me just based on what's going on during the day, but I have been getting into this game free to play. I got my Fantastic Four here. All of them are at gear level 19. Along with Emma Froster, I'm actually kind of using in that team right now. I've got a lot of teams put together here, free to play over 7 months in Marvel Strike Force, but I've been kind of like, not making a ton of content, and I originally planned to make like 1 or 2 videos weekly, and it just turned out I didn't feel like I had a lot to say. It's a new game. It's a new game for me. It's not a new game. It's been around for what, 6 or so, I think around 7 years now this game's been around. So what do I have to say to you guys that has any meaning at all? That's the question that's always in my mind. Like, what value am I providing by bringing videos out here? With that said, 7 months in, I feel like I'm at a point now where I have a pretty solid understanding of what's going on in the game. There's still a lot to learn and absorb, of course, but I do feel a lot more empowered. I'm very empowered right now. We're gonna start bringing you weekly videos. I'm gonna look at Sunday mornings as my chance to publish a weekly video on Marvel Strike Force, mostly consisting of updates on my account, the things I'm working on. I don't really feel like I'm in a position to cover the news about the game and everything, and I don't know that people are gonna turn to me for that kind of stuff yet, because I still have a fair amount to learn in the game about how everything goes together. But regardless, we are at 7 months. I'm going to start providing a weekly update. We'll take a look at my account here, and we're going to start going on, hang on a second, let me get it. We're going to start going on, come on now. I still get frustrated with the lag of the game, and I know this is BlueStacks, and BlueStacks is a little more laggy. Yeah, I know. I missed, well, I just talked about it, but we're going to start doing Dark Dimension. So I'm about officially halfway through, even though halfway through doesn't really equal halfway through. I think I still have some Doom tiers. Yeah, if you still got these rewards, you're still doing it. So I've got these 3 legendary tiers to do for Dr. Doom, and I'm gonna start working my way through Dark Dimension here with you guys over the course of the next couple of months. We got Dark Dimension 4 that I'm on for Doom, Dark Dimension 5 for, who is that? That is Dormammu. And that's going to be what is that, tier 17? There's no real gear tier noted on this Dormammu. That's interesting to me. And then over here, we got Dark Dimension gear tier 18. 19 is going to be your boy Mephisto. And of course, we get to the end, tier 3, ISO 3, L3. I got to get all that stuff, but we're going to go for Odin. So I'm going to start working on my Dark Dimension here on the account. And if you guys stay tuned after the credits today, I'm going to go right through these final 3 Doom tiers. I think because I've got Logan now unlocked at 4 stars and gear 19, I took him all the way to level 100 gear 19. I think I'll be able to breeze through these. I might be wrong, but I think he's going to carry through these Dark Dimension final tiers. Then we'll move on to Dark Dimension 5. We'll talk about where I am with that next week when I come in. Maybe we'll just start playing these in the post-credits for you guys, so you have a little something to watch me play Marvel Strike Force. Now, let's take a look at the whole of the account otherwise and where I've come during this time period. So, I got the Fantastic Four. I don't have them 7 stars yet. Franklin Richards is 134 out of 300, 173, 264 out of 300. The Human Torch and the Thing, I was farming early on. Like, I farmed those guys to 7 stars a while ago because I knew the movie was coming out, and I'm like, these guys might come in handy. I actually had farmed, if I looked at it here, Yeah, I got the original Fantastic Four at 7 stars too. I got Invisible Woman through the Legendary Journey and then Mr. Fantastic there. So I was farming Fantastic Four from the beginning of the game, and I got them to 7 stars because I knew the movie was coming up, and I figured with what I know about the game, they do tend to release stuff with the movie releases, unlike my other game, Galaxy Heroes, where they wait like 9 months to a year and then they release a kit. So it's a different cadence here. So next movie that comes out, I'll probably look at, unlocking that stuff as we're getting closer to it, right? So I got my Fantastic Four team. I've got Emma Frost operating up here. I've actually been including this as my arena team right here. Emma Frost for the healing. A lot of people have noted that the Thing really isn't necessarily the best performer there, or not really needed. You've already got a lot of offense with Franklin and Invisible Woman, and some from Mr. Fantastic and Human Torch. These guys are all offense, and then Emma Frost is there to heal them up and support them, right? So then I've also got my my Orcus team here put together. They're at gear 18 on these guys. So I got that full team that's kind of sitting there being usable. I did the I've got a big portion of my what's it called? Past? That's not what it's called. Shoot. Well, what are these guys called? Out of time. Past, out of time, whatever. I got my out of time guys put together. I've got my my Star Jammers. I'm still learning the names. That's what I'm saying. The team that I'm working on right now to try and make a big difference on the roster is my Annihilator team. Now, by late, right? Isn't that how you spell annihilate? Isn't that what these guys are? Is it really spelled like that? I thought it was, I don't know. Okay, well, whatever. So I thought it was A-N. No, I guess it would have to be that. I don't know. I'm usually a pretty good speller, but I guess not today. So I'm putting this team together. I've kind of been sitting on it for a while. I did farm Server Silver a while ago. Thanos Endgame is the guy I'm working on right now, and Gladiator. These are two characters that I'm working on getting their shards for them right now so I can get these guys activated and get this team maxed out. It does seem to be a team that I continue to come across even now in my arena battles, so it's a team that is really lasting. You know, it is hanging on for a long time here, and eventually when you get to unlocking good old what's his name, Apocalypse, right? That team's gonna really, you know, I guess you maybe sub him in for Ultimus. I'm not sure yet, but I do have Ultimus done here. I can upgrade his gear now. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do, because this is the team I'm working on, right? So I've been running low on gold lately as I'm working on this team. So as I'm gearing this team up and working on it, I've only got 2.1 million gold. You can see that right there. I'm sitting on, yeah, we'll hold off on that basic there. So I'm actively working on this team to develop it on my roster right now. I don't have a lot of, I actually can't do this here. Oh, I can go to 4. Oh, look at that. For some of these, I'm missing currency, so I'll figure that out as I go. But working on my Annihilators, that's the team that's actively being developed on the roster right now. But as far as teams I've worked on, Fantastic Four, Orcus, Out of Time, my Annihilators now, my Warhammer, Star Jammer team is up there and running. I got Logan up with some mutants and some mercenaries as well. I've of course got my spiders there, my spider friends there for the. You can tell I'm old. I say spider friends. For my city stuff and my skill team. Got some more mercenaries down here. I've got a Sinister Six team up and running at lower levels. And then I'm also working on farming the leader and Iron Patriot so I can go in and finish off this Logan journey, because these guys, these Cabal characters are required to get that Logan journey done. How many? Are there only 3, right? Yeah, just 3 of these guys. I don't have them leveled up. These guys aren't going to do me any good in that Logan journey, so I need to get that Logan journey really kicked out here to get the whole thing done to max them out at 7 stars. You get the idea. So I'm working on Cabal, farming them up to their star levels. I've still got some solid X-Men teams sitting here, and that covers most. I got an Alpha Flight team that's passable. I've been farming Songbird a little bit so I can get that most recent team here together for those Thunderbolts as well. Although I don't really have a good Thunderbolt team. Let me see what my Thunderbolt. I don't think it's very good. Let's see. Nah, I haven't really had the opportunity to work on this team yet. You know, free to play, you got to pick your spots. This has not been my spot. Although I've got, you know, these guys are ready to really start rumbling if I really want to get to work on them. So I've got a lot of teams farmed in this game. We're going to start working on Dark Dimension, and I'm going to do that right after the credits today. And that's where we're sitting here. 7 months, free to play, level 101, about, I don't know, 8 or 9, maybe 10 teams put together. Yeah, that's everything that's going on in Marvel Strike Force for me on my roster. Stay tuned after the credits if you'd like, because I'm going to definitely get into this Dark Dimension and finish off that Doctor Doom level. Have a good day. I will see you next Sunday here with Marvel Strike Force. Always remember, Nooch too good. Alright guys, let's finish off this Doctor Doom Dark Dimension. I think I can probably just auto my way through this, and I really could use the gold. But we've got legendary characters, and this is the laggiest game I've never played a game that lags like this one. And it doesn't lag as bad as this on my phone, but it still lags. It still lags. So anyway, I got Logan in here. I really think he's going to carry. So let's just go ahead and see if we can knock through these final 3 tiers of Doctor Doom on our way toward doing Dormammu. We'll run that next week possibly and be able to run some of it. But toward then, if you want to watch me run the whole thing here, I don't know. Maybe you do want to watch me run the whole thing. Although I know that for Dormammu, I'll have to look at those specific teams once we finish this to see what teams are required to get that guy done. All right. And Dormammu was in one of the movies, and I didn't really pay attention to it. Oh, it was Doctor Strange, right? He went into that separate dimension and got his butt kicked by Dormammu for like 100 years or whatever. Yeah, all right. 7 million times and only one works, something like that. I don't know. All right, well, we're still loading assets because that's how this game works. It's always loading assets. Is it because I've never played this tier before, or haven't done this? I rolled through these levels early on when I got close enough to getting them done. That's why I've got, you know, characters like Ultimates and stuff in here. But god dang, dude, how much is it going to download before I can do this? I guess that's it. All right. Swarm from this wave always perform special abilities. Kree Nobles from this wave always perform their special ability. Congratulations. Auto. I would think that with the team I've got here, I think it's specifically Invisible Woman and Logan, that we should be able to take care of this here. We'll see. We're going to find out. Logan's already doing work, getting everybody in the yellow. Good job, sir. Well done. One thing I do struggle with, too, is the sound effects when I've got the speed going on the game aren't great. I don't even know if you can hear them right now. They're probably too low for the... But I just don't like the way the sound effects sound. Oh, here, let me turn it up for myself here. Hold on. Just check the music here for a second. Hold on. Come on, guys. Yeah, maybe you can't hear those sound effects. Anyway, this looks like a pretty darn easy auto, and I would imagine I can get all the way through this without much of a problem with these guys at their gear levels. They're above. I think is it 15 required for this? I mean, I got Logan at level 19, so just him alone makes it super easy for me. All right, Baron Zemo, come on, big boy. Baron Zemo, purple mask in the comics, just a guy in a jacket in the movies. Just a German guy in a jacket. Yeah, Logan's just one-shotting these guys. How about them apples? So the curious thing for me is going to be, as I work through Dark Dimension and we work our way toward Loki, well, then I got to work my way through the other events, the Apocalypse events. So I think that's Rogue and Red Hulk and who else is in there? Rogue, Red Hulk. I'm not remembering right now, but I got to work my way through those Apocalypse events next. and that'll really build out, you know, Apocalypse pretty clearly to me. When I go up against a team in Arena that's got Apocalypse, it's pretty much over before it starts. Now, part of that is I'm not level 105 and I'm not gear 20 yet. I think it's a big part of it. But I think part of it is Apocalypse just seems like he's that OP, and I just can't deal with him right now, you know? Wow, this has to download the whole world as well. It's the loadness game I've ever seen. I remember AP Games used to call the loader homie Load of the Rings, and that was a great nickname. This feels like Load of the Marvel Strike Force, or Marvel Strike Load. I don't know, man. It is a beef of mine. Now, I've heard rumors from you guys that there may be a PC client they're working on. I don't know. I'd love to see it. All right, guys, just auto through this for me here. Make my life easy. Looks like there's Falcon back there, Ghost Rider, Venom. All right. Yep, Wolverine just taking care of business, dude. And I've almost got all the legendaries done at this point. I got Nick Fury, I got his shards. I think I've got him at like 6 stars right now. But, yeah, we can take a look at that next week, maybe how my progress on legendaries. They're pretty close to all done. Golly, he's just one-shotting the whole team. He just almost killed the whole team by himself right there. Oh, Doctor. Doc Ock's not doing much. It's pretty much Wolverine doing all the work here for me. Who else is back there? I got Doc Ock, Invisible Woman, Phoenix. And who are the two that are phased out right now? Well, that's Iron Man, and well, Shocker is a summon from Doc Ock. I guess he's stealth. Those guys are stealth. Okay. I don't know. They looked like they were. I was confused because they look exactly the same when they're in stealth, and I was like, "What is going?" They really, literally look exactly the same, so it was confusing me. I'm easily confused. A lot of you guys probably know that if you've been here long enough. But it looks like we're going to be on to Dormammu here for next week. That's what I'll be working on during this week, and we'll bring you that completion next week. I don't have the credits to really work on these characters yet, though, and I don't know that Doctor Doom is still really relevant in the game. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Where does he fit in the scheme of things? Because he's always been a solo guy, occasionally joining groups on the good side or bad side to do stuff, but pretty much just a solo baddie. Golly, Logan. He is brutal. I've also had the recommendation to put in Logan instead of Thing in my Fantastic Four team, which I've done that too, but I think the healing has worked better for me. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it does feel like the healing's worked better for me. Pretty easy peasy here. Heimdalls always perform their special ability. Don't care. Logan does not care about your special abilities, boys and girls. By the way, if you weren't here when I did it, I unlocked Logan just by getting my my Orcus team. I just got my Orcus team into the first tier and put all the stuff on there maxed out and got him at 4 stars. And I guess you can't do that for other you know, big events, so I'll have to get used to those as I move forward here. That's one of the big things that I've noticed in this game is the events are still really challenging when you get these new character events out. Like Logan, if you really do the whole event, or the Shriner guy, the pink Shriner guy. I don't know I have no idea who that guy is. All right, we should be able to finish Doctor Doom right here. Maybe. Nope.
Marvel Load Force. Maybe that's a better one. And now 52 megabytes need to be downloaded. No, we got through it faster that time. Look at us. Fancy. No, we didn't. 77.5 megabytes got to download now, boys and girls. It's a little much. I'm not a coder. I don't know how all this stuff works. What I've heard is that when I play Galaxy of Heroes, it all like downloads here locally automatically, so it's all sitting there. And then when they do big updates, and maybe it's because I haven't updated this on... Maybe it's because I haven't updated... No. Because you only play these nodes, you know... I mean, I guess you play more than once if you're trying to get those, you know, get it timed and everything. Maybe we'll come back and do that at some point here. Just figure out what my best time is on the earlier ones, now that I got bigger teams to go through them. Alright, who's using... Is Ant-Man always going to use a special ability here? And Logan says, I don't care, kid. I don't care, bub. Now, one thing that I keep hearing about the game, and it does seem to hold true for the most part, is that you have to farm the new teams or you're not going to be able to be caught up. And so that was one reason I saved up for the Fantastic Four and just kind of jumped on it when it was here. It made a lot of sense since I had already farmed the Thing and the Human Torch. So that made sense for me to farm those guys. So at some point down the road here, I will save up a bunch. I'm saving up cores right now. And I'll find another team that I want to invest in. There have been a lot of characters and teams that I don't really know that well. I was thinking about going after the new Sinister Six, which would have been the I don't know, corrupted Spider-Man or whatever, and then also the Scorpion, and I don't remember who else was in there as a new Sinister Six, because Shocker got an update, right? Shocker was brought current with the new tier, whatever, phase 2 characters, whatever we're calling them, and Vulture as well. But I was looking at, I just don't, as you guys saw, I don't have the gold right now to really do anything with them. Like I could work on them, but I don't really have much to work on because I'm just short on gold at the moment. So I'll have to, and I'm getting a bunch of gold here right now. So I'll be, actually what we'll do is, when I get this gold, what can I upgrade next? I guess I could take my Orcus up, or I could work on my Annihilators to get them up and running a little bigger. We'll see. We'll see. I might sit on it for a week and see what we do, and we'll come out next week and maybe do some updates. Probably that Annihilator team is the one that I want to work on. Because I really do. I consistently still see the Annihilators in Arena and in all facets of the game. They keep popping up whenever I'm in a PvP thing, you know, even like War or in, what was I thinking of? Crucible. So, yeah, I don't know. They seem very relevant still today, is what I'm saying. I think they were just, like, when I started 7 months ago, they were kind of at the end of their just launched phase with Thanos and Silver Surfer and the crew. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I could be wrong. Oh, I know. It was Null and Guardian that had just come out. That's what it was. That's what it was. Sometime when I started the game, those guys were coming out, and that's why that team was put together. In fact, I can look it up here while you guys are watching this fun auto stuff go on. Guardian, release, Marvel, Strike. Oh, that gets me like a Guardian, like a child. Guardian was released on June 13th, 2024. Well, that's been a while, actually. That tells me they really have a lot of holding power. Null is not yet released? Well, that's not true. That's not Null that I'm looking for. Who was the Godslayer? Who was that? Gore. Gore is what I was thinking of. Gore. Gore, no, you know, whatever. Gore was released August 2024, so those guys came out over a year ago, and I still run into them all the time with that Annihilator team in the arena and in other game modes. So that tells me that there are teams that will hang on for longer periods of time than people think. You know, there's the idea in the game that you have to farm the newest team. I really think that's, and if you follow this channel, you know that this is not generally, I think that's an end game way of looking at it, is you gotta farm, you know, the current team and nothing else matters. I think that's a simplistic way. You know, some of these teams are better in war, some of them are better in raids. Like the Alpha Flight was there for the raid for a while, and not the Alpha Flight, and you know, some are better in Crucible and stuff. So it does seem like these teams have a little more sticking power than people say, but I'm still learning and growing with the teams, and since I don't have them all, it's tough for me to measure and balance that, and we're about to finish this right here. That was easy peasy, my friends. We'll have to take a look at our Dr. Doom here. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, it's still going. All right, so we got Dr. Doom ready. Again, I'm not going to invest in... Let me go. I want to look at Dr. Doom and see where he fits. But before I do that, we'll recruit him here. Villain, Global, Tech, Mystic, Controller, Mythic. Don't I need Mystic Controllers for Phoenix? See, she's my last legendary. 5 Mystic Controller characters at 6+ stars. Let me check my Mystic Controllers characters here. Well, there's one. Alright, so Cosmic Ghost Rider, check. Black Panther Shuri, check. Gila, check. Hela, whatever, I always say Gila. Loki is there. Oath. I think I can probably do this now. I don't know if I'm equipped for it. Yeah, we could probably do this right now. Hold on. Yeah, look at that, it's lit up. Let's do this. This should be simple, I would imagine. Even with Dr. Doom at lower levels, we got characters that have gotten upgrades recently, you know, have been upgraded to you know, phase 2 or whatever. Was this lit up before? No, because I just took her to 5 stars? Or is it 6 stars? Whatever, let's go. These events they're not really that difficult from what I've seen anyway. Maybe I'm missing something, but... And when I started the game, I was like, I want to focus on getting these legendaries, and you guys are all like, just play the game, they'll come to you naturally. And they did. Just automatically, I've just come upon them over time, automatically, without, you know, making extra effort in the game. Thank you, Loki. I don't care about your little story. Okay, this... Oh, yeah, those guys are going down. Look at them. Look at them. They have no health. Their health bars are like 0. Ghost Rider's gonna, like, AoE the whole thing right off the boat, right off the map. As soon as he goes motorcycle, they're all dead. If there's any left alive. Which there aren't. Oath took care of it. All right. Give me I like the motorcycle. There we go. Here it is. They're all dead. Yeah. All right, that was simple. Well, now I've got Phoenix at 6 stars. Right? We'll have to work on those guys and getting them to higher star levels. Mystic Controllers. Get back out here. I'm gonna go ahead and do Phoenix. There she is. I do use her on some X-Men teams and everything, so yeah. I don't want to do that. Ooh, but I can do some of my Annihilators here. Hold on. Where's your boy here? 5% block chance for self and all non-minion Kree allies. Gain 10% block chance for each non-minion. I don't have much of that going on. Apply defense down for 2 turns and ability block for 2 turns. 50% piercing to primary. Copy and clear all pilot. We'll do that. That one sounds pretty good to me. No lie. That one sounds pretty. No cap. No cap. All right, everybody. Well, what do we got here? What are our... I didn't want to go there. That's everything because it lags and you're clicking on stuff. It just... I don't know. Anyway. Sure. Now let's go take a look at Dark Dimension for next time. That's not Dark Dimension. This is. So for next time... Teams for Dormammu will include... Non-legendary city, that'll be my Spiders or my Sinister Six. Non-legendary global, which can be my X-Men or my my Orcus. Non-legendary cosmic Fantastic Four, and legendary. How about we can go through that too and get some nice little rewards out of that thing? I bet I could pull some gold here too right now. Not that much. I thought I'd have more than that. Oh, well. All right. Well, there we are, guys. 7 months free to play Star Wars, or Marvel Strike Force. Start looking for weekly updates on the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know. I'm always looking for tips, man. I'm still... I feel like you gotta play these games for like at least 2 months to get the feel for them, 6 to 7 months to really understand what's going on, and a full year to get a full grasp of everything. They just take time to really get in these games and really make them yours and understand the game. So, hey guys, have a great day. I will talk to everybody very soon, and always remember, not that. Nooch too good.